wey suppose talk true to power don off mic. And if we talk, na 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people wey dey spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. This one na dey off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. And in dey touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be dey holla say dem want the power. Chai, dem be promise us say we go get light and power. Dem hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say.
Hello there. Welcome to Maiyegun's Diary Politico tonight. I'm so sorry that I had a bit of, tech glitch there. But I hope the video is perfect out there, by the way. So I'm trying to check that out. I've been having issue with my connection to get on. So let me know what that is. So if I need to fix that up, let me be back in a moment.
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk true to power don off mic. And if we talk, na 500,000 they go sama us, call am hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don come. Him go touchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people wey dey spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. This one na dey off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. And in dey touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people.
Thank you very much for joining me. I hope this fixes it. Yeah, I don't want I don't want the video to be breaking up and all of that. So let me know if your own screen, the video is quite okay, and then the audio too. Please let me know before I continue. I'm checking from here as well. Yeah, beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me. If you have read the caption of the broadcast, yeah, you would probably have known where we are going with this tonight. Okay, we want to use this opportunity to tell the naysayers, those who are predicting violence, predicting war, simply because Yorubas and many other parts of Nigeria are saying no to any form of forceful takeover. Violence that people are resisting is what they are now calling call for violence. So we have to continue to enlighten people. Okay, thank you so much once again for joining me. Yesterday I told you that we had a report that Sunday Igboho and so many other young Yoruba activists were going to visit Ogun State, the place where Nigerian soldiers beat up the villagers for refusing or rejecting the Fulani herdsmen from grazing on their farms. And they told them that, when the news broke, the Nigerian army went back to that same villages, yeah, and they brought the people out and threatened them to recant that no, there was no soldier who came here to beat them up, and that it was all a lie. And if they refused to recant, if they refused to tell the media that no, nobody beat them up, nothing happened, if they refused, yeah, when next they get attacked by the Fulani terrorists in Yewa, North local government area, whenever they get attacked, Nigerian soldiers will not respond whenever they call them for help. It is better for the people to announce that no soldier beat us, so that we can protect you. Or if you insist on your story, well, we can protect you. Do you get that now? So that was the deal that the Nigerian soldiers were pushing with the Yoruba people in Ogun State. So Sunday Igboho was in Ogun State today. Okay, so I'm going to show you that. Some of you have seen the video already on Maiyegun's Diary YouTube, but for those who are going to be seeing it for the first time, you are welcome. Okay, but there's a narrative I want us to change. There were times that people asked me, Maiyegun, why are you not presenting your program in Yoruba? And I answered that I have audience, I have listeners who cut across all tribes, all countries, Africa, around the world, right? And the easiest way to pass this message across to them is to speak a common language, which I believe many of my listeners understand, right? So, and language is a very powerful thing, okay? Language is what the Yorubas are currently losing in Nigeria. Language is what they are telling you is wrong. Your language, which is your own identity, which is who you are, which is what the world should have accepted you as a Yoruba man, and should be seen just the same way they will see the French, the same way they will see Portuguese and all of that. But Nigeria robbed us of that, okay? In the process, Sunday Igboho, the young man that our own ancestors are currently pushing forward for us to ginger our spirits. It's not because we don't have, vibrant warriors in Yorubaland. I'm talking about people of, like in the hood, timber and caliber, people who can make things happen. Why do you think we still control the media? Why do you think we are still major player in the media in Nigeria, in Africa? It's because of who we are. We can use these tools to, to whip anything we want to whip it. So we just need to use it better. Sunday Igboho has been addressing Yorubas. He's made it clear that, listen, we don't want the killer herdsmen on our lands anymore. We don't want the killers, destructive criminals on our lands anymore. In any part of Yorubaland, that is in Yoruba. A ò fẹ́ àwọn Fúlàní agbénipamọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. A ò fẹ́ rí wọn mọ́. Àwọn Fúlàní tó ń dẹran tó ń jí àwọn èèyàn wa gbé. A ò fẹ́ wọn mọ́. All the Fulani others who are also into the business of kidnapping our people, we don't want them anymore. That's what Sunday Igboho said. And some people are saying he's calling for war. Guess what the Yoruba governors said? They have banned open grazing. So in English, they say we are banning open grazing. Oh, that makes sense. Well, that makes sense. They should ban it. So if you are caught still grazing openly in Yorubaland, you are committing a crime. And if for committing a crime, you will be arrested for it. That is what the English says. English. Do you get that now? That is what English says. We ban. Sunday Igboho said it in Yoruba. A ò fẹ́ rí wọn mọ́. We don't want them anymore. We don't want all these open grazers anymore. Because they are also, apart from them destroying our farms, destroying the lives of our people, right? Their means of business is not welcome. It's archaic. It's old. There should be some modernization that will be in tune with the people they want to sell the cows to. At least they don't eat the cow; they sell the cows, Abi. So they can put the cows in vans, okay, and move them down to the market and sell them. So that's the misunderstanding. But I'm so happy that somehow Yorubas are finding common voice. Somehow, even though some people are still fighting it, some people they have problem with what Sunday Igboho say, how he says it, and all of that, all that stuff. So some people having problem, but they are agreeing that something needs to be done. Do you get that now? So somehow, Yorubas agree that something needed to be done. And it doesn't matter who is encouraging that. Sunday Igboho, state governor, so anybody, as long as people feel safe. That is something that is so rare. Save for those who wants to continue to deceive people from rejecting that, that reality, that security business is everybody's business. It's my business, it's your business, it's our business. If you see something, you say something, and you say it to people who are going to act on it, and they should act on it as they should act on it. Nobody should stop them from acting on it, because security business is everybody's business. Whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Yoruba man, an Igbo man, an Hausa man, or even a Fulani man, wherever you come from, whether you are a male, a female, even if you don't have any religion, security business is everybody's business. Until politicians choose to politicize it. So Sunday Igboho is gaining traction, is gaining attention. It is not a competition. Come on. People agree that we need to protect ourselves. They just haven't agreed on who should do it better. Normally, many people agree that the government should do it. It is the job of the government to protect the people. But here we are. If the government is protecting the people, would you ever have Sunday Igboho being invited to Ibarapa, to Ogun? Now, this is the advantage. This is why you should never join those who want to make you see the negative part of this, because there's no negative part that is, against Yoruba in any of this. It is for Yoruba to continue to gain our respect. The one that politicians have sold for pot of porridge, for a plate of porridge. And now that we have it, that we are not all dead. We are not all dead. We still have those who are living within us that would rather speak up and die than keep quiet and pretend why they still die. This is the advantage. The advantage of Sunday Igboho getting involved, starting from what happened in Igboho, what happened in Ogun, Ibarapa, Ayete, and so many other places in Oyo State. He called the attention of those who knew but pretended that people won't find out. Or even when they find out, they won't have the balls to challenge them. Do you get that? Sunday Igboho's ultimatum gingered everybody to say, of course. So people started talking about it. And before you know it, the government started reacting. Before you know it, politicians started reacting. Before you know it, they started calling meeting, Maiyegun, and the rest of them. Also, Rock is shaking because somebody rose in Yorubaland to say, this rubbish must stop. And if you are not going to stop it, we will stop it. You should never take that away. You should never let anybody take that away from you. We are talking about this today. I have been talking about it all this while. Many of you have been listening to me as if to say, it's an update from Maiyegun. Hey, man, hey, God, people need to fight. Finally, we found somebody who is telling people that it is the right thing to do if the government won't protect you. And within 2 weeks, guys, within 2 weeks, or your state government or your state governor that complained about invasion of, foreign alien from Mali, from Chad, from other West African neighboring countries that share borders with Oyo State. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde said that in December. But it was just all talk, no action. Even when they decided to take action on the 7th of January, 2021, they had to recant quickly. No. We didn't arrest the Fulani terrorists. Those we killed, they are just criminals. Those we arrested, they were vigilantes. They changed the story until a Sunday Igboho rose to the occasion. So if you have your own kind of, reservation about Sunday Igboho being the face that is asking all of us to do what is right, ask those who are the responsibility, those who are being paid to do the job. If it will take Sunday Igboho for them to do the job, why should you see anything bad in that? I'm asking you. Even if you want to be a politician, even if you want to run for office in 2023, no be person where they are alive, they run for office. Are you not thinking about that? Those who are going to vote for you, are they not going to be those who are stable in their own different communities, villages, and cities? Not those who are living in IDP camp. Is that what you want to wait for? Is that what you see in all of this? Why are you not seeing the fact that you need the people to be alive for you to even pursue your useless political agenda for 2023? Why are you not seeing that? It takes somebody to make them see the right thing to do. It took him and those who called on him. Look at it today. The governor of your state, immediately he sent 200 Amotekun to go to Ibarapa. He's never visited the place himself. They've been telling him that they've been killed. They are killing them. He's never visited the place. They even kidnapped his own political appointee. He never visited the place. Until a Sunday Igboho decided to say, you will not stay here. If you think you are untouchable, we will touch you. Do you understand? It took him that boldness. Oh, they are going to kill him. Oh, they are going to kill him. They're going to arrest him. They should arrest him. Oh, he's going to cause war. Which war? Because they haven't kidnapped your family member, ransack your village, destroy your farm. So somebody who is now interested in defending themselves, they are not even fighting anybody. They said, we don't want killers again. Is it not the job of the government to find the killers? Now it took him. It took that bold step. Today, Seyi Makinde has visited Ibarapa, police commissioner that they sent to Oyo State, that they thought would do the job of arresting Igboho for them. She has visited Ibarapa, visited Ogun, visited all these communities, pleading with them. We are sorry. We are sorry. We are going to make sure you are safe. You are protected. They have visited Sunday Igboho, begging him. How much is the total money of the burnt house and all of that? They are doing all of this because they know that without the people's power, there is no government power. And when people begin to take the responsibility of government, then there will be no need for government. And they are being forced to do the right thing. So, Seyi Makinde, the governor, he has now visited the Ibarapa. He has visited the victims of the Fulani terrorists in the Ibarapa, Ogun. He has visited their families, assured them of government support, assured them that government will not, something that should have happened months ago until an Igboho rose up. Because why the people of Igboho, people of Ondo, people of Ogun State, why they are going through all of that? Nigerian military, Nigerian soldiers, they are hunting down everybody that mentioned anything Fulani anywhere. If you try to stop them, Nigerian soldiers will move in. That's the problem. Even the governors know that Yorubaland is different. You can't hide. You will not be able to hide the truth from Yorubas for too long. We are educated. We are exposed. We have all it takes to monitor the development on our lands. We can monitor the government. We can monitor their movement. We are exposed enough that we can discuss the problem of our land passionately, even when we are not living there. They know. It is different from people from Zamfara, from Kebbi, from Sokoto. All these people who have been told it is a crime, it is a sin to publicly criticize your leaders. We are not raised like that as Yorubas, and those who are parading themselves as Yoruba leaders know that, and they can sense it, and they are smart in their whole right, because it has gotten to a stage whereby Yoruba can easily blacklist you as the real enemy. Look at him, it's the enemy. Yorubas would prefer you not to say anything than to come out fire blazing against something that is totally against their interests. This time around, we will use all tools to monitor them. And to God be the glory, everyone wants that to happen too. It is not about Sunday Igboho. It is about the docility in our thinking believing that some people can do the thinking for us. They know what is best for us, even when we are being killed. Why they are looting, stealing, destroying the economy? This battle, the war, unseen war, I call it economic war, that the political class unleash on you. You are battling with that, adjusting to that. Now you are now having a violent war where the government is saying, don't do anything. Don't do anything stupid. You get that? So they know it won't last. Sunday Igboho was in Ogun State today. I have a brief, brief video of him when he arrived and what he said. Okay, Sunday Igboho's message is very straightforward. It's not different from your own message. If you are not in support of open grazing, that means you are not in support of Fulani roaming about in the forest, looking for what to feed their cows, okay? If you are against open grazing, definitely you are in support of Sunday Igboho. You may not know, okay? I am telling you now. And to God be the glory too. You see, then in northern Nigeria, they have started withdrawing their mad entitlement. Do you get that now? If cattle business is a private business, okay? As a Yoruba man, if I go into cattle business now, you won't expect me to go to Kano with my cows, and graze everywhere and say, well, because I'm a, you know. Do you get that now? Just because I'm another man, I'm an arts man. It's not going to happen. It's your private business. If you want to do it in any part of the country, follow the norm. Register your business, register your cows, and build your ranch, rent the land. And if you have money to buy it, buy it if you have anybody to sell to you. That is how to do a cow business, cattle business. You don't turn that to government business. Are they telling us that the cattle business in Nigeria is federal government business? Or are they telling us that only the Fulanis are into cattle business? No, only the Fulanis are into nomadic cattle business because they can also carry out a criminality. Those are the ones that have ravaged our land that they are going to leave, okay? Whether you like it or not, people are going to push them back. People are going to fight them. People are going to do everything to stay alive. We are not going to turn Yorubaland to another refugee camp where we're going to watch our people living in refugee camps caused by people who have chased them away from the farms, chased them away from their villages. These are already happening in Benue, in other parts of northern Nigeria. So we are not going to wait for that to happen in Yorubaland before we start talking or before we start acting. And it is not a competition, okay? Stop comparing these guys. Stop comparing Sunday Igboho to this person, to that person, okay? If Sunday Igboho still appear like a thug to you, what about those ones who are not thugs, who are educated? What are they saying about Yoruba now? Some of you are so even like kind of a funny too. You say, no, Yorubas don't do anything gra. Yorubas always have a way of doing things. Really? Bros, is that what you actually tell yourself all the time? Yorubas don't do gra. Yorubas have a way of doing things. And since you have been doing things with the way Yorubas knows how to do things, how far with that? So far. So the deceit there is that when politicians says we are going to find a solution, it's that they are going to find a way to negotiate anything that will favor them. Do you get that now? Anything that will serve them politically. So then when they get what they want, they can leave their people to suffer. Those who took you into democracy in 1999, in Yorubaland, where are they today? They even gave you presidency. Remember? 8 years of President Obasanjo. Now, how many years after? 2007 to 13 years after the Obasanjo left, or 14 years after Obasanjo left, is Yorubaland better than Zamfara? Is Yorubaland better than Egongon better than Borono, Maiduguri, and all those places? Tell yourselves the truth. So you're having a better electricity supply. You're having the best of the best road networks, the best hospital in Africa for the with a free medical care for all the poor people in Yorubaland. Is that what you have after you became president? And since that 1999 to 2021, there has never been any time that an Igbo man or a Hausa man, a Fulani man, or any other person apart from Yoruba ruled Yorubaland, all the 6 Yoruba states. So how as Yorubas, how have you been doing things that we do it here? We have a way of doing it. Tell me, what way? your politicians, what way are they doing it for the past 22 years? Which has led us to where we are now, where our people are now paying ransom to kidnappers. Eh? Mothers have been raped. Daughters have been raped right before their own husband and parents. We are now being told to be careful. Don't cause war. Don't cause war. War for who? Are those who are becoming these victims of crime? Eh? Are they not? Do they deserve that simply because we have ways Yorubas have a way of doing things? We don't do gra gra. So Fulani, they also know how to do things. They do it with padi padi abi. Continue to lie to yourself. Okay? Continue to lie to yourself. Now, there is a way we do things, and that is we say, if they abuse your father and they abuse your mother, and you tell yourself that your day, hey, how should I put this in English? I want to try. Give me a sec. Wọ́n bú ìyá ẹ̀, wọ́n bú bàbá ẹ̀, ọlọ́jọ́ ọkú ẹ̀ ò tí ì pé. Ọjọ́ ọkú ẹ̀ pé ó yẹ ni. So they abuse somebody abuse your father. In Yorubaland, this is saying, you know, they abuse your father, abuse your mother, and you are saying the day, your day of death is not yet time. No, Baba. If you fight and die there, you will be called the son of your father. Do you understand that? But if you say, no, I'm not going to die today. No, come on. Your day of death came. You only try to waive it. Manage them like that, guys. You know what I mean? Wọ́n bú ìyá ẹ̀, wọ́n bú bàbá ẹ̀, ọlọ́jọ́ ọkú ẹ̀ ò tí ì pé. Ọjọ́ ọkú ẹ̀ pé ó yẹ ni. Fulani came to Yorubaland with their cows. They were welcomed. Nobody questioned their presence in our forest until now. Then they started kidnapping our fathers on the way to farm, attack them on their farms, destroy their farms, attack our mothers and our daughters on their way to farm, on their way to markets, on their way to stream in different villages. And they said there is no war. And you are telling yourself, don't start war, don't start a war, don't let us start any tribal war. You are telling yourself that. Come on. Let's go to Ogun State, where Sunday Igboho made an appearance today, just briefly. All right. Then I'm going to take you to Ibarakba, Igangan, where the governor of Oyo State met with the people, the communities, last night. And today again, it seems to be back again, meeting other family members, the victims, who have now told their stories. And they know their stories are so real. And it is only those who are the Omoale Yorubas that will brush aside all these stories. But let's go to Ogun State. Sunday Igboho was there today. And this is what happened. So, I'll try to interpret again for those who have trouble understanding the video, okay? When Sunday Igboho arrived in Ogun State, he was asked that, how did he feel coming to Ogun State today? And he said, I'm here because the governor and the government of Ogun State are also tired of all this insecurity. And if they cannot, they are tired. And therefore, it is not just about Sunday Igboho anymore. It is about the Yoruba people. Everyone has risen now, and then everybody wants to, come together and get rid of all these dangerous kidnappers, the Fulani terrorists in Yorubaland. Okay, so they asked him, if he's seen the governor on his arrival, and he said, you know what, we are on our way to Yewa right now. Okay, that is where I was told that these Fulani terrorists are so much. So when we get there, so when we deal with that, we can come back and see the governor later. And that's what happened. He did not stop by to see the governor. I'm going to get more clips from that visit, from everyone, from the people who were there, in my subsequent broadcasts. However, today there was enough. You see, again, this is just a message for people who believe that they have used whatever power they said they have over there in Abuja, with the state governors and other political class to subjugate the people of Yorubaland. It is just a message for them that you may make deals with the governors. The governors may not be able to come out openly and do this. But guess what? The Yorubas will rise and defend their land. And whoever you are, whoever is backing you, if you think Yorubaland is going to be a free ride, if you think it's going to be an easy push, you are about to witness the shock of your life in Yorubaland. You see, that message is needed. We have so many giant guys who can stand up and defend every territory in Yorubaland. But when they feel threatened that the government is going to arrest them, the government is going to kill them, right? They have to what? They have to have a second thought or a rethink. Now they know that they can stand up whenever they want to and defend whatever is left of theirs whenever their communities come under attack from any invaders, whoever is backing them. That is what we need. At the end of the day, like Yorubas, like we rose during the Ruga nonsense. They said we should give land to Fulani herdsmen. And we're like, how can we give them land? Nobody asked us to give Igbo people land in Yorubaland for them to build their warehouses, for them to build their spare part markets and everywhere. Nobody asked us to, Aneze Igbo did not force us in Yorubaland to give land to Igbo or we will die. Why should we give land to Fulani cattlemen that are into cattle businesses? So we are glad that this is working. We need it. He is going to visit Ondo State. He is going to visit Ekiti State. He is going to visit Osun State, which is not far from Oyo State. Okay? This whole campaign is just to tell you that you have every right to defend your land, even if the government says it's wrong, because the government is wrong. Okay? Now, let's go to Ibarapa, where the governor of Oyo State met with the people after the visit of Sunday Igboho. It is a positive thing. As a Yoruba man, as a politician, you should feel positive about it. If there is chaos, if there is violence, if there is killings, we are different from these people from the north when it comes to feeling empathy, feeling concerned. When you watch people being butchered, when you watch children butchered, raped, killed, when you read the news of villages being ransacked, hundreds of people killed or people being beheaded, as a Yoruba, if you look at those who are reporting the whole news about what is going on in Nigeria, you will find us more than 60% are Yorubas platform where they are talking about it. Even though I agree, most of the platform who are also promoting the one Nigeria for the sake of their own political interest, most of them are also Yorubas. I understand. But you agree with me. Where you are going to read more about what is going on in Nigeria, for or against, you will see Yoruba media, you will see Yoruba person, you will see our involvement in it. Do you get that now? So it is to our own advantage. They cannot overrun Yorubaland. It is not going to be an easy ride. We are going to alert the world. We are going to get involved and we're going to raise the army. We're going to defend Yorubaland. Okay? So we have feelings. So Yorubas will not sit back and be reading news. There are some people beheaded 50 people in Ogbomoso, or they kidnap 200 school children in Ijebu. You know, Yorubas will be like, what? We are going to fight. Do you get that now? Fighting means we are going to fight to defend ourselves. You cannot be killing us in our own land and be telling us that defending ourselves is a call for war. What do you mean? You're killing us. You've already declared the war. We have not done anything. You have cows, right? You want to do cow business. Fine. Yes, I understand as well, by the way, okay? So that we don't continue to play blind or act blind to reality, okay? Let me tell you this. And this is a fact. And you can disprove it. It depends, okay? You see all the cows you see in Yorubaland, I can tell you this confidently. 80% of them are not owned by Fulanis that you see with them everywhere. 80% of those cows, they are owned by the elite in Yorubaland, starting from the politicians and then to their family members, to some other businessmen and women, to traditional rulers, to some even religious organizations who have herds of cows And they all have these mentalities that a Fulani man will handle cows better. None of them. Some of them are retired generals, retired military men and women in Yorubaland, people of influence. Okay? So when they buy all these cows, they will go to Niger Republic. They will ask people to give them people to help them guide all these cows. We know about that. Okay? But what we are saying now is that that is illegal. If we see those in Yorubaland those who are against open grazing and all this criminality, those who are against the action being taken right now, they should be questioned. They should be investigated, because there will be those who will sabotage every effort to keep Yorubaland safe. And if you are one of them, it is time for all of you, Yoruba elites, who have your cows, that have been guided and been added by the Fulanis. It is time for you to build your own ranches, and you should let us protect our Yoruba brothers and sisters. Leaving the forest to the people that you don't have control over, that that moves everywhere, and the moment they tell you that they have attacked people and they are being wanted, you will use your influence, your political influence, every other influence, and bury the case. The lives of our people are now at stake. Therefore, people will fight back. And when people fight back, all your investment in your cows, they will be sacrificed. So it is time for all of you to take off the mask and tell yourselves the truth. Whatever role you are playing in the current menace in Yorubaland, where we have cows everywhere, and they are telling us to accept them, I am sending this message to you. People will react. People are reacting already. You are going to lose your investment. You will not be able to protect those Fulani herdsmen, even those ones you think you know, okay? You will not be able to protect them. It is time for all of you to begin to invest in ranches. That's just my advice. For those of us who know that 80% of some of these cows are owned by the politicians and so many of these Yoruba elites. But in their midst, we know those who have now welcomed into those forests, kidnappers, terrorists, and those who are now unleashing mayhem, unleashing violence, kidnapping and raping our people, robbing people on motorway in Yorubaland. We know them because we have seen, we have a documented eyewitness account from those who have paid ransom, for those who have survived the trauma of being kidnapped and have to live in the forest for weeks, for days, before they regain their freedom. So we have the record. They are not stupid people. They know those who kidnapped them. Now, this forest is now accommodating these terrorists. Your cows, and the Fulani others, you are paying to guard them. They are in that forest too, destroying our people's farms. They are doing it with confidence, not because of Aso Rock only, because some of you are telling them you have connection to the police IG, you have connection to the chief of army staff, you can command the GOC to send you the military, and on and on and on like that. We are all blaming the Fulanis right now. Yeah? And if you have a role to play, I am telling you this, and you are hiding it, you are going to lose your investment. People are going to react. Your cows are going to be killed. Yes. And it's going to get out of hand if you don't tame it. If Yoruba elite who have invested in cows in Yorubaland, if they can take a bold step and withdraw those cows, and put them on different farms and ranches, even in those forests, do that. It will help Yorubaland to identify those who have other agendas. We are not against Fulanis. I am not against Fulanis who are legit. Do you get that now? What we are saying is a Fulani mano, an Igbo mano, a Yoruba mano, a Ibibio mano, wherever you come from, wherever you are, any business you want to do there, do it legitimately. Don't come and tell us that because you are in government, you can do whatever you want. Anyone who tries to stop you, you can kill them. Yes, you can try to kill them. But how are you sure that you are also going to go home free? That is something we are telling you. Yoruba elite, urbans, politicians who have invested in cows in Yorubaland, who are hiding behind the coverage of a Fulani president with their own Fulani land grabbing agenda, and they are trying to protect the Fulanis in Yorubaland and stop us from protecting Yorubaland, you are going to lose your investment. I hope I've stressed that enough. Let's go to Ibarapa, because Seyi Makinde has reacted and the people have been reassured. You are safe. You are safe. We are going to protect you. We have sent this, we have sent that. Listen to him before I continue. I was at the meeting last night. After that meeting, Seyi Makinde had this to say, and I want you to listen to. Watch it.
Anti-grazing law. There is no awareness among the communities about its oppression. A lot of people even believe that the law is not enforced. What will the state do to make sure that the law is enforced and the people are also aware of its oppression?
Well, I mean, they say that the governors are the chief security officers, when it is convenient, because quite frankly, the governors, they are at the mercy of federal agencies, to the federal security agencies, to implement, certain laws. So we have to. That's why we ask for the state police in the first instance. It's a constitutional issue, and in the absence of having state police, the states in the southwest came together and we formed Amotekun as a stopgap. So we'll keep problems don't go away completely. You have to keep working at it. You have to keep pushing, to get to where you really want to be, and that's what we'll keep doing. But the law is there. The implementation has not been smooth, and we'll keep working at it.
Okay, you rolled out some security measures last week, and you said one of them is that you will deploy 200 more Amotekun into Ibarapa zone. Have they been deployed? Yeah,
they have been deployed. They're here, and also we're supporting them with logistics now. We brought 4 additional operational vehicles for them. We'll support them with more logistics as time goes on. But they're here on ground, and then in the morning you can watch out. I'm sure you'll see.
So all thanks to the action of Sunday Igboho. So the government of Ogun State. Meanwhile, guys, we may all have, we may all have our own kind of, disappointment, displeasure. But one thing I want you to all grab from this conversation tonight is that why we are calling the attention of the world to what is going on in Yorubaland. We are not calling the attention of the world because we want to persecute some people that, they do it better. That one is doing it better. This one is doing it, or because they didn't act on time and the rest of that. What we are calling the attention of the world to is that we want the people who have the chance of doing something to do something and protect the lives of the people that are in danger. So far, so good. Seyi Makinde's government has responded. And according to what we have so far, which we will continue to monitor, let us give them that benefit of doubt. You remember the same guy who happened to be a guy that started so well, right, in his policies. We believe in his policies to some point, where especially what he did with free education in Oyo State, okay? What he's doing with the agriculture revolution in Oyo State, which is now under threat of Fulani bandits. what it started with Amotekun that is now about to be compromised. Somehow, what we wanted to ensure is that people can go to their farms, okay, and they can go in peace. They can do their businesses in peace in Yorubaland without any fear of being attacked. So if our attention has led, if our action has led to the government doing just that, let's give them the benefit of that now, okay? Let's see how far that goes. Although the news from Ibarapa right now is currently saying the people are being threatened, they are afraid to go back to their homes because of the fear of a reprisal attack. But with the government of Oyo State saying they have about 400 Amotekun personnel, more vehicles, more ammunitions to protect the people, that means if the people ever comes under attack, they will get an easy and a very quick response. That is what we are talking about. So every other campaign to dispel them, to let them know that Yorubaland is not Kebbi, Yorubaland is not Niger, Yorubaland is not Benue, Yorubaland will never be Zamfara or become anywhere like Damboa or Borono. Yorubaland will never become all those places without a fight. Do you get that now? If part of our fight has prompted the government that was pretending about the whole thing before to act, right? That is a good start. We are not asking for war. We are asking you to leave our land, or if you want to respect the tradition of the land. We don't hate you if you are a Fulani man. Are you doing your legitimate business in Yorubaland? Of course, you are welcome. If you are not in business of kidnapping our people, if you are not in business of destroying our people's farms, if you're not in the business of threatening our people that if they try anything, they will see anything in Yorubaland, if you're not in that business, you are welcome. Then why should you feel bad? Are you in support of those who are doing that? If you say, oh, we don't want those who are doing that, we want you. If you are contributing to our economy, if you are doing business in Yorubaland that helps grow the economy, and you are also making your own money too, you are welcome. If you are interested in our land, talk to people who want to sell the land. Talk to people who want to lease the land. Don't tell us you have federal government backing and you can take any land anywhere without a fight. That is what you are calling for. We don't hate you. You are disrespecting us. And you are telling us that we are too noisy. We are complaining too much. What is wrong with us? That is even disrespectful. It is disrespectful for you to think it is right to tell us how to react to your insult. It is an insult. Our politicians may be diplomatic about it. Of course, we have people in the Yorubaland who love to be diplomatic. Yeah, they are Omoluwabis too. But you see, that diplomacy of a thing is no longer viable in the face of a man who is holding AK-47. Come on, guys. Diplomacy won't work. You need something more forceful to push back, or else you are a dead meat. How can you say us pushing back is asking for war? It is an insult to say that to us. It is an insult. Let me share a video with you. This video belongs to the Punch newspaper. The credit goes to them, okay? But it is very vital to what I'm sharing with you today, so that you will get to know that cattle business, just like somebody who is into farming, farming, agriculture is a business, right? If you go into pastoral business, cattle rearing and all of that, it is a business. Now you won't do the business. If you need government support, write the government and ask them for support. You don't tell the government to protect you because you have found some land that you can go into and you don't care about the people who are actually there. That is not right. Look at these guys. This is going to touch you if you have a soul that is still alive. Watch this video. Thank you very much. I'm going to recommend you to go on to Punch newspaper YouTube channel if you want to watch the full coverage of that report. Millions, multi-million naira farm projects where they took loan, bank loan, and just 3 weeks before the harvest, the Fulani herders, they moved their cows to the farm and they destroyed everything. Tell me, where do you think that will actually start from? Let's say somebody says, oh, how much is the total of your investment? Oh, it's about 200 million naira. Oh, 200 million. With the interest of the loan you borrow from bank, oh, it's going to be 250 million naira. What is your expected profit if you manage to harvest and sow the food and the crops? Oh, well, overall, our investment would have been about 400 to 500 million naira. So that means if I give you 500 million naira now, that will take care of every worry and all of that. Maybe some of you will think maybe that will resolve it. If government says, oh, we'll give you money, compensation. What about food inflation? Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world today, where people could barely afford one square meal a day. As we speak, more people are going to bed, more children are going to bed hungry in Nigeria, in Yorubaland, because Nigeria can no longer feed herself or feed her people. So we have to rely on the local farmers, local productions, mass-scale investment in agriculture. These are the things that will help people who are poor to be able to afford to buy food. So even if you give all the money to the farmer for compensation, is the farmer going to burn the money to feed his family? Is the farmer going to burn the pile of cash to feed himself? People don't think. It's not about compensation. It is the consequences of all of this. It is a total economic damnation. If nothing is done, it will lead to total economic damnation. As Nigeria is destroying, that they are devaluing naira and they are looting as much as they can, borrowing money as much as they can, they will not be able to invest in any developmental project or anything at all. The economy will crash, hunger will increase. Now here we are. Benue, food basket of Nigeria. Look at Benue today. You know the story of Benue. Now, the Yoruba small-scale farmers, big-scale farmer, they are not safe in Yoruba land. Let me show you another one, just to let you know what it is when we talk about this crime, the consequences of it. It is beyond, say, that's okay. If you destroy your farm, we'll just pay compensation. That means you're not thinking. You're not. It's not about the money. The intention of going into agriculture or going into those investments is not just about the profit. It is about the effect that it will have on the food inflation that Nigeria is battling with. Look at Nigeria. Who is going to help Nigeria? Who is going to help Yorubaland? They destroyed the entire north as they have been doing for the past 5 years. They are now in the southern Nigeria, sending our farmers away. People will no longer go to farms. How are we going to survive it? Politicians will begin to share 1 cup of rice every 4 years. Is that what Yoruba will survive on? Watch this.
It was tied like this. So when the knife came, they used machete and cut off the bamboo before they were able to penetrate inside.
So they tie this place round
And
they use their machete
and cut it off
to cut it off
before they brought in their cows.
so they can have access to the yam barn. Let me show you another face again. You can see yams.
Scattered all over the ground.
Yes, on the ground.
Here, some have been totally more than 2,500 pieces of yam.
They're all destroyed here.
Look at some.
You can see this area is empty, being destroyed by the cow and their herdsmen.
There are more than 2,000 pieces of yam.
Over 2,000 pieces of yam
And we sell one at the rate of 600 naira.
are being destroyed.
We sell one
Yam,
at 600 naira.
you said?
We sell one at the rate of 600 naira.
Okay. Yam worth of 600 naira per one. All destroyed. You can see here it's empty now. They're all destroyed. Wasted all over the places. What a great loss. It is painful. Monday, Ojobo is the owner of this barn. As you can see how fenced it is.
can see it to protect the place. You can see it so that to protect the whole place. But all his effort was in vain. What a great loss. It's a pity. I am weeping now.
So how can anybody in his own heart of hearts say that is right? Like if you have ever walked in your life and you put away, they even that what you saw there is a yam ban. Okay, so for them to protect the ban, they built a wooden fence around it. What happened? The Fulani terrorists, they cut down the barrier, right? And they started feeding their cows with the yams. They started feeding the yams to their cows. Now, if they had met the farmer there at that point, they will kill him. Because you will run mad now as a farmer. When you get there and you see cows eating your yam, they said a tuber of that yam will cost probably 600 naira in Nigeria. That is somebody's all work, all day and night work, all everything, investment, down the drain. How many? I can share more than 15, 20 videos like that with you in Yorubaland. And you just be sitting down there and be like, what should we tell them? We should tell them that if they ask Fulani terrorists to leave Yorubaland, they are asking for war. So they have to learn how to live with that Fulani terrorist. Is that what we are going to tell them? Is that what you are going to tell them? Because if you ask him, what would you like to what would you like us to do? I am very 100% sure that he will ask you to arrest the person who did this. And he doesn't want to see them anywhere near his farm again. So would you now tell him that he's asking for war? I'm talking to you because some of you too, I have amazing Northerners who also follows Maiyegun's diary. These are the logical ones. They take all the beating. When I say Northerners, they say, Maiyegun, you know that I'm from the north and I like what you're doing, but fine, I'll take it. They're my friends. They watch me all the time too. But sometimes they can't hold it. They just fire me back as well. My friends shut up. So when you see them, I'm asking you, should we tell that farmer whose ban of yam was destroyed, that asking Fulani to leave his own farm, leave the area, is a call for war? Should we tell him that? It's a simple question, but it's up to you. Yorubas will will fight and defend the land as much as possible. Even those who know the problem, who have been trying to be diplomatic about it, they have told you, except something is done to let people protect themselves, state police, local government police, whatever you want to call it, you need to decentralize the security monitoring in Nigeria, or else in another few months or years, the breakup of Nigeria will completely be so boldly written. Many of you who don't agree today, you are going to begin to agree then in the next few months and years to come now, okay? So watch this. It's just a refresher, a reminder.
Since I came to power, I have repeatedly, and I'm going to repeat it again today, that unless we break down the strata of security agencies, particularly the police, I insist, there must be a state police, and there must also be a local government police. The federal government alone cannot handle the security. It has shown that they have failed and failed and failed. The security has to be broken down. Where we copied this constitution is America. United States of America has federal police, state police, and a local government police. Where something is bigger than the local government police, the state police comes in. Where it is bigger than the state police, the federal police comes in. Where is bigger than the whole three of them, then the military is invited. The military is the last resource. But ours here is the military that is the first resource, because we have woefully failed And I'm calling on the APC government to take this seriously and find a solution to it. And I'm calling on all politicians, both APC, PDP, and all of us that are in position of power to seriously look at the security edges. In this state, I've lost so many people I can't count. This is a chairman. I lost my own member, House of Assembly, Hosea Ibi, and too many others to mention. And as I speak to you, there is tension in the Southwest. Do we continue to sleep and keep quiet as if nothing is happening? Something is happening which is desperately needs an answer. I'm calling on the federal government, all the people that matter at the authority, those who should check our constitution are the senators and members of House of Representatives. They should look into the constitution with the view of amending it immediately. That is what I will say on this.
They don't need to amend the constitution. They should trash it and let the people submit a memorandum for a new constitution and decide if they want to still be part of Nigeria or not. That is the good way to start. Because a country whereby the government doesn't care about your education, right? And even if you come out to protest about it, the government is going to come after you. Imagine soldiers shooting you because you are protesting the increase in school price peacefully. Nigeria is messed up. Nigeria is killing our youth. Nigeria is killing everybody, killing our farmers. The terrorists are being given a free hand to operate all over the place. Okay, who is going to continue to manage it? Do you think an amended constitution will fix that? Nothing will fix it. Trash that constitution. Let everybody decide if they still want to be part of Nigeria or not. Declare, what do you call it? Declare an immediate new constitution to be developed, written from the memorandum of the people who are part of that, and then we can discuss referendum. Everybody can find their way and get the hell out of that, contraption. Whatever it is, make it open. Stop thinking for us. Stop telling us that Nigeria cannot break. Stop telling us that nothing can happen. A lot will happen. For those who know, it is just a matter of time. Something will trigger something that will lead to something, and you will watch your whole Nigeria, your old Nigeria, which is now Nigeria. You will watch it blown away, and you will sit down there and say, "Hey, so this can actually happen." That's what Nigeria just end. It's going to happen. You shouldn't be caught unaware, so that you can choose where you want to belong to. Because there will be people that will likely want to keep the name Nigeria when we come together on that memorandum of raising and writing a new constitution that says we will have to decide, are we still interested in part of Nigeria? Which I can tell you, free of charge. You can put your money on it. If they declare any referendum in any part of Nigeria today, you will be shocked. The Igbos, I can give you this free of charge as well. 99% of them will vote to leave Nigeria. Their politicians will run away. They won't be able to convince them to stay. In Yorubaland, you will be shocked as well that over 70% of Yorubas will vote to leave. You try it. Ask those leaders and those criminals in Yorubaland, and then in Nigeria, to give it a try. They will give it a shot and see how it's going to go. It's not working. It won't work. When you complain, you get killed. Look at this student from Abuja University. After so many months at home, they finally resumed, and the government started billing them because they are broke. They are a bunch of pickpockets. They pick your pocket everywhere. When you put your money in bank, they want to pick from it. When you put your money in your wallet, they want to pick it up. Their policemen want to, that. Students return from a long break of ASU, and boom, they meet them with high school bill. And the students protested, boom, they sent the soldiers to go and shoot them. Now, we don't know how many of them they have shot, but they have been shooting them all day, today. But watch this.
Yes, this protest is about anti-student policies, and then fee hike, and then burdensome and extra-legal fees imposed on schools. We are appalled that the management and the government, in fact, this struggle is not against the management, it's against the government at large. And I can assure you that this protest is going to spring across the country, because this issue is not only local to the rest of Africa. We have started national mobilization already to see that the students come to a national resolution against the government to see to push a popular demand on cancellation of school fees. I at a period like this where workers who are mainly sponsors of students are victims of the harsh repercussion of this pandemic. We have seen many workers laid off, slashes in their salaries, and several other issues. It is, we are sad that the government is not even talking about education. The government that has budgeted less than 6% of education, the government that has underfunded education, and now, which is the most sensitive period to invest in education, students are made to pay for of which is burdening their parents, burdening us. And I want to assure you that this is a conscious attempt by the government to exclude common men from accessing education. My name is Damnation. And I want to urge Nigerian students to stand up in fighting for their human rights. The right to acquiring quality education is a human right, and every student must stand bold in demanding for this right, in ensuring that government funds education, in ensuring that government counsels students.
The same thing. I believe when that boy was probably 5 years old, he was watching his own senior brothers in the university saying the same thing. I want Nigerian students to stand up for their rights and make sure that government fund education. And then they grow up, they realize that government will never fund education. You are deceiving yourself. They don't have the money. Those who are carrying guns, the Boko Haram, they are collecting billions from your government. Nothing, not too much grammar, not too much anything. Bandits are collecting their own share, not too much grammar, not too much this thing. Even the government themselves, they are also making money from the business. In 2021 budget, they are planning to spend about 300 billion in prosecuting Boko Haram fighters. Have you ever heard of that? They need 300 billion naira in order to prosecute Boko Haram terrorists and send them to jail. 300 billion. So everybody's making business, but there is no money for education. There you are. I hope they get the message. Thank you guys for your time tonight. I know some of you are probably practicing social distancing with a thumb, this thumb up on the broadcast. And some of you haven't really joined Maiyegun's Diary. If this is your first time, and even if it's not your first time, but you've never really, thought of joining, you can do it now. If you enjoy the broadcast tonight, if you enjoy this session tonight, so you can just give me a thumb up here, click that. Then you go on underneath that, you will see the subscribe, Maiyegun's Diary Politico, subscribe. You click on that, that's you. Then you also click on the panel, personalize your notification. That simply means you just set it on reminders, notification. Whenever Maiyegun is live, you will join Maiyegun. And you can also join Maiyegun's membership platform. That is the join button there. You can be a gold member, a silver member, platinum member, premium member, or a diamond member. I have got friends who love me that much. You can also be one. And most importantly, subscribe. That is the most important for you not to miss anything that Maiyegun shares on Maiyegun's Diary. To my friends, I received some, some hello from some of you on my PayPal. And I'm like, so people actually took out their own, phone and they reach out to Maiyegun through the PayPal. Yeah, that is scrolling on the screen. And I'm so grateful for that. I will keep your name anonymous, but just wanted to know that I received your hellos on my PayPal. Thank you. So don't keep social distancing with that like button. Use it. Tap it before you leave. I'm going to see you some other time, possibly tomorrow evening. Thank you very much for your time. And you should have a good night. Bye-bye.
Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ ṣọ́ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti